Welcome back to the weekly cosmic forecast. I'm Kara Hart, your favorite numerologist and astrologer, and this is my best friend Sophie Wan,
astrologer and celestial guide.
And we are your cosmic besties, and we're here to talk about the week of January 26th through February 1st.
But before you forget, hit that subscribe button.
I always forget. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit the subscribe. Yeah. Yeah.
She just broke out into a little song rap.
I wrote that song for y'all.
You did.
Listen, I'm a little slap happy, but when am I not? I don't know what it is, but every time Sophie and I come to film these weekly cosmic forecasts, I don't sleep.
I know.
Every time.
Why?
I don't know.
So it's because you're just so excited to be filming with me.
I'm always like a little bit like, like super hyper. And it's not the ADHD. It's just, I don't sleep before these. So I'm a little like, blah, blah, blah. Okay, anyways. This is a really big week. This is a week 5.
Oh.
Are you shocked?
I don't know why, but it just hit me. And it's because I'm thinking about the Lunar New Year, because it's Lunar New Year week.
She's always thinking about the Lunar New Year.
It's so excited. I fucking love Lunar New Year. I mean, I started doing Lunar New Year gifts. Like, I'm not even doing Christmas gifts.
Okay, I feel like on the Lunar New Year, magic always happens, except for that one Lunar New Year dinner you had.
Oh my God, that was horrible. That was so bad. It was like Year of the Rat, and I even saw a dead rat. I mean, I was living in New York City.
No, but remember when Kara's boyfriend came over?
Oh, yeah.
And our friend
was
there.
Oh, my God.
And he was really psychic, and he was like,
the man you're with is not the one, and he's kind of, oh my God, he specifically used horrible words to
like insidious.
Yeah, insidious.
That was crazy.
Said insidious. I was like, whoa, just way to put it gently.
Right?
Gentle like a brick.
I actually had a crazy moment the year before that. I remember I had met this guy through one of my friends. But I was going through like a breakup, but there was like kind of a vibe. But you know when like you're going through a breakup, like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I ran into him in New York City on the street on Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
The Cancer.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And it was crazy because I actually was not supposed to be on that street.
Yeah.
I was going shopping with Zoja in Soho.
Yeah.
And I don't actually like shopping, by the way. I'm actually like a tomboy inside. I grew up with brothers. But anyways, I went down to Soho to go shopping. I was like, I can't be fucked with this. Like, I was like, hey, girls, I'm going to stop by Rudy's, this guitar shop, because I had to pick up a capo. And so I'm far away from everyone. And then I'm like wandering around. And then he's like, Caitlin? I'm like, and then we ended up dating for a while.
Yeah. I remember that Cancer.
It was a very transformational
relationship.
Yeah. It was a happy,
What? I mean, and the 5 is all about surprise.
Exactly. So we're bringing it all around full circle. All right, let's talk about it. So 5 is change, relationship to freedom. It's all about being a plastic bag floating in the wind, roller coaster energy. Again, this is like expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
If you're in a personal year 5, you know what I'm talking about. But the 5 is a very like, just again, curveball energy. Like something's going to show up and be like, whoa, did not see that coming. Didn't think that was going to happen. Just like me running into Cancer on the street.
Yeah, just like my dinner party exploding.
Yeah, just like her dinner party explosion. That was actually really gnarly. But anyways, so this is all about change and your relationship to freedom. And that's why it's such this like free-flowing, unexpected energy, because 5 is the number of freedom.
And change.
Right? So, again, this is a great week. I say again too much. I'm going to stop that. This is a great week to ask yourself, when do I feel the most free in my life? Now, freedom is like the cornerstone of my personality, which is why I don't even have a home right now. I would like one, but I'm always freewheeling, right? But when do you feel the most free? And to some people, like freedom is having structure. And to other people, it's being a nomad. So again, like when do you feel the most free in your life where you're just like, no constraints, I feel so good? And how can you move closer to that? This is also a time of change. So if there are changes you've been thinking about making, but you haven't actually done it yet, now is the time
That's right.
to make those changes. I don't know, like it could be small, right? It could be like, I always get black nail polish, but this week I'm getting green for money. I know a lot of people who manifest with nail polish colors.
I love that, actually.
Or red for the new year.
Yes.
Yes. So again, this is a good time to implement changes you've been wanting to implement. And another thing about the 5 is that the 5 is actually the number of the 5 senses. So get in touch with your senses, right? Sophie and I love good food. We love new experiences. We've traveled a lot together.
Yes,
so
the whole world, really.
No, serious. We've never actually like broken down like everywhere we've been together.
We haven't done Asia properly.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. For our next adventure.
Yeah. Anyways, so I don't know, maybe you go and treat yourself to a really nice sushi meal.
Isn't 5 also travel too?
5 is travel. Yeah. Because it's all about new experiences. I tend to find like in a month 5, year 5, there's a ton of travel. Not always so much in a week 5, though I did fly to New Zealand in a week 5.
Oh.
Yes.
Whoa.
Interesting. Anyways, it all lines up. It's all working out.
Yes.
So yes, travel, but also new experiences and the 5 senses. So back to what I was saying. If you want to try that, what are those weird rooms people like to go to? Like those breakout rooms.
Oh, like escape the room.
Yes. I know people who are super into that. Like if you've always wanted to try it, go try that, right? Do something that's going to get you in your body and feeling the 5 senses. So, I don't know, go swimming in the ocean, do something that go get a massage.
Yeah.
5 isn't really the self-care number, but it is about, again, tantalizing the senses. So do that while you're celebrating Chinese New Year, and hopefully you have a magical one. Please let us know in the comments if you have anything happen like we did.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited because Lunar New Year is literally one of my favorite holidays. We are both wearing, I guess,
like a maroon burgundy.
I would call it Bordeaux, which is a variation of red in celebration of this. And I'm no, Lunar New Year expert, but it is in the year of the wood snake. And the snake.
Yeah.
I thought you said snack. I was like, I could use one right now. Anyways.
Snake.
And the wood snake is all about transformation. It's deeply reflected. Snake energy, in my opinion, is Kundalini energy. Highly intuitive, very powerful. And so this is prefacing that like this year overall is meant to be one of deep reflection, using and tapping into that intuition. And Lunar New Year always aligns nicely with the new moon. So mark your calendars because the new moon is happening January 29th. It is going to be in Aquarius in Western astrology. Yes, which is very innovative.
That's my 10th house.
Yes, it is. It's my 7th house. And Capricorn in Vedic. And so with this week, it's like trying something new beginnings, new moon, new year. And like, this is actually in my, like, I like to celebrate this as my real new year. Like, I feel like Jan 1st is kind of like, all right, how are we going to start reflecting? How are we going to like start shaping up the year? And then when it comes to actual Lunar New Year, I'm like, all right, let's go. And I like to celebrate myself. I like to celebrate others, my family, manifest. Like, this is a great day to be manifesting as well, because you have this like burst of celebratory energy that is also just in general like in the environment, right? Because most Asian people are going to be celebrating Lunar New Year. And that is something that I'm super excited about. So also, according to Vedic astrology, this specific day is very good for buying a car. So if you want to buy a car.
That is so random.
I know, but
I have been thinking about buying a car.
I had to note that in there because I was like, what a great fun fact for people. Like, specifically the lunar mansion it's in. And like, whoa, good for buying a car. I'm like, all right.
We were just talking about this too.
I know.
Yeah, because Sophie wants to upgrade from her Toyota to a Porsche.
It's in the stars.
She's never driven a Porsche. I was like, girl, and you should see how she drives.
What's interesting is you're the one that told me this. You're the
buy a Porsche?
No, you're the one that was like, upgrade your Corolla to a Porsche. And I was like,
okay, that was a flippant comment that I made in a previous forecast. But actually, I was just in LA with my brother, and I drove a Tesla for the first time. And the self-drive.
You're telling me
I
about
got so used to it. And then when I switched over to driving a Cayenne, I was kind of like,
I don't know.
It's so relaxing when the car drives for you. Although I love driving. But
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, this is such a separate topic, but I had this thought that if you are a little bit of a crazy driver, it tells me that like in general, you're like the way that you think and are is you're like a little wild. Like you're just a wild person in general.
So you're wild.
I mean, you are too.
All right. Anyways, we've gotten way off topic.
I know.
Go buy a new car if you've been thinking about it.
But
okay?
like, it's a super powerful new moon because there's a Mercury-Pluto conjunction happening. And it's trine Jupiter.
Oh, okay.
I have to look at my notes because there's
Everybody's
a lot
fine.
of stuff going on. And so you're going to have a lot of downloads and information come through. And I want you to like write that down, okay? Because like Mercury Pluto conjunction, it's all about information coming through in such a groundbreaking way. And it's interesting because this lunar mansion is also all about like listen to learn. And like Aquarius energy is this like learning energy. I feel like it's like innovating. And so I'm really excited because it's such a powerful new moon to manifest on. And you will have these downloads come through. You will have solid messages come through with this lunar new year and this new moon. So that's the main thing happening. But like I said, we have all this Mercury stuff happening at the beginning of the week. Mercury trine the South Node on Monday, Mercury conjunct Pluto on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like
also, Mercury is the planet of thinking and communication for anyone who doesn't know.
And vehicles.
Yeah, we have to remember to say that.
I know.
Yeah, because I don't want people being lost. I want y'all to benefit from what we're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the week, we've got the Sun trine Jupiter, which is really positive energy. So lots of positive vibes you're going to be feeling with this moon. And then
Jupiter is abundance and expansion.
Yes. And then at the end of the week, we've got Venus conjunct the North Node. Ooh, that's a big love transit. So I actually think, you know, you're talking about in the week 2, you're like, download the dating app. I actually think January 31st, Friday, if you are single, download the dating apps today.
Or just manifest without the dating app.
Or manifest without the dating apps. But like in general, I think this is a super powerful week for love and manifesting because Venus is exalted, which means it's in its like super powerful form.
Yeah.
And I think that the people you have the deepest relationships with, you have from previous lives. It's like, you know, that soul contract. So that is in a nutshell how I'm feeling. But what about you?
How am I feeling about Venus conjunct the
North Node?
I don't know, man.
Your facial react. The reason why I'm asking is you're like, and I was like, what?
That's because there's been so much love stuff.
There's always love stuff. I mean, relationships are the cornerstone of our lives.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a positive one, so I'm glad that it's positive.
I feel like as an avoidant, you're like, ugh.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why you're like, I don't want to deal with this. I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do face things head on too.
Absolutely.
She'll tell you, I do the work, especially in relationships.
Yeah,
I do the work.
you do the work.
I know. It's exhausting, honestly. But it's so rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of positivity, a lot of good luck. Something I do want to piggyback off of though, is that Sophie's, so this new moon's in Aquarius, and that's Sophie's 7th house.
Oh my God, I didn't even put that.
Of marriage.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah. And so new
I didn't even, because I'm trying to just relay information to you guys. So I'm like, not even like.
She's not even thinking about herself. She's so selfless. Okay. But new moons are the best time to set intentions and manifest. And I just want to say that years ago, I don't know why I'm telling so many relationship stories now, but years ago, I had a new moon in my 7th house, and this little lady over here, this Jigglypuff, was like, you gotta write your...
God, I did do this.
Yeah, remember? You're like, you gotta write your list of like what you want in a guy. And I was so career focused. I just gotten my book deal, and I was just like, I'm really not interested in dating. I'm just loving this season of just me. And I was like, I'm not doing it. And she really pressed me.
I'm a pusher.
Yeah, she's a pusher. Plus, like, you know, the new moon in the 7th house, it only really happens usually once a year.
Yeah.
So I was like, fine. fine. So I wrote a 5-page list in my journal of like the most detailed, most like, fuck you, universe, this person doesn't exist.
Mhm.
And then I put my journal down and I went to the gym and I met my boyfriend.
Wow. Yeah, I
We were together
remember
for
this.
4
I totally
years
remember
and he
this.
was everything. I mean, I even put like his exact height, his eye color, what his parents were like everything.
Yeah.
Like it was so intense and it worked. And before that, I was like always so skeptical. I mean, listen, I'm a Virgo sun and a Taurus rising. I'm actually quite practical, but
Yeah.
now I'm a believer. So now every time there's a new moon in someone's 7th house, I'm like, you better make that list. So you better make that list, little lady.
I will.
My
be making my
Jigglypuff,
list.
make the list so he can come through. And with all this love transits
I
and the
know.
new year, like it's a great time to just really get clear on those manifestations that you're calling in. Yeah. So anyways, that's what I have to say.
Amazing. Thank you for that reminder.
Yeah. Thank y'all for being here. If y'all are digging what we're saying, be sure to check out the description because we got all kinds of things that will support you on your journey, freebies, courses, reports, the whole shebang-a-bang. Let us know how you're doing and we'll see you next week. We are your cosmic besties here to support you.
Here for you.